Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to scan your Toyota Corolla from 2004 to 2008 model using OBD scan tools. So first of all, I'm going to tell you how to scan it, and then I'll tell you how to troubleshoot if you are unable to connect your device to the ECU. So we need to understand the basic principles that we need a mobile phone in which we should be having a torque app installed, and we need to use this adapter. This is OBD adapter, and this adapter should be version 1.5. I repeat, it should be version 1.5. I'm using Convi, and there is this power on button, and you can see that it is pretty good quality. I do have some other OBD tools as well, but the other adapters, they are not working. For example, this adapter ELM327, this is OBD version 2.0, so it does not communicate with the ECU and it doesn't work well, so it is waste of money. And similarly, this blue cheap adapter, it's also not getting connected to the Toyota Corollas. So you need to keep in mind that you have to buy any OBD tool that is version 1.5, and it should be standard and it should be used with the torque app. So right now let's try to use this with the torque app, and let's see what happens. So we need to connect this to the OBD port, and the OBD port location is just on to the right hand side in our country, but it can be on the left hand side depending upon the driver side. So if you are using the left hand drive, so it would be on the left side, but while if you are using right hand drive cars, so it should be on the right hand side. So here it is, and you need to connect the tool to this OBD port. So make sure that the port is clean, and once you connect this, see, it is not turned on, so you have to press the button, power button, to turn it on. Once this is turned on, you need to open your mobile phone, connect it through the Bluetooth, and then you need to use your torque app to scan or start scanning. Now the next thing is that you need to turn on the ignition to this level, or even you can start your car, so it would be better. So this is the level when the current is getting into the ECU. Now once you are done to this level, the next thing is working with the torque app and setting the torque app so you can connect your OBD tool with the ECU, and you can start scanning and you can find the trouble codes, or you can clear the trouble codes. It is not very difficult. So let's try to move to the next section. So in the next session, I'll be showing how to use the torque app. Okay, here you can see I have turned on the Bluetooth device and I'm showing you the Convi is connected. So let's try to open the torque app and see how the torque app is working. So over here you can use any version of torque app, makes no difference. So you can see there is this error of the GPS. You can just turn on the GPS, so it will be gone, and when the car sign is blinking, as you can see on my screen, this means that it is still not connected. When the blinkingness of this car or this car becomes permanently blue, that means that it is connected. So here we see it is still trying to connect to the ECU. If you want to look for the real-time information, you can click over there and it tells you that checking model and trying to use different protocols to connect to the ECU. And there is a trick. Now you see connected to the ECU, it has successfully connected to the ECU. And now because the car was turned off, so we cannot see any RPM or anything like that. So there are a lot of things, that coolant temperatures and RPM and throttle pedal sensors and oxygen and whatsoever. So the next thing is you can try to look for the scanning codes or fault codes, which is very important. If you click there, it will start communicating with the ECU, and then you can see that this is trying to scan. It's a bit slow process because these cars are very old, and these cars, they are basically having a very slower version of the ECU, so it might take some time to scan it thoroughly. So what is the purpose of the scanning? You can find the error codes, you can clear them, and you can get your car repaired. Your fuel economy will get better, and your performance will get better, and you will enjoy your ride more. So here you can see it's almost about 43-44%, and soon it will tell us that it does not have any codes or no codes are stored in the ECU. So it may take a while. It's about 60 to 70% and see. So no fault codes on the ECU. Okay, the next thing is, you can also try to create a profile which works for it. So right now I'm using my profile with my name, and this is any profile that you can create. Even you can create a new profile. All the settings, they don't matter. There is only one setting that is very important, and that is when you go to the advanced setting, you need to use a custom string. Okay, you need to write the custom code for this, and this is 80IB96/n. Over here it is written in a different way, so I'll tell you in the next coming section what is the real code for that, and you can just pause that video for that particular screenshot, and you can write it down. So right now this code is really very important. Without this code you will not be able to connect or communicate with your ECU, and this is very important. So once you paste this code and save this profile, it will definitely get connected. And once you click over there on the real-time information, it shows first connecting to the ECU or connecting to the conv, and then it tries to use the protocols, and then in a few seconds connected to ECU. Okay, that is very important. If this is connected, you can read your codes, or you can clear your fault codes, and you can troubleshoot your car very easily. It's not very difficult. Okay, these are the codes. You can please pause this video and you can write this. In the end it is 00. It's not O. I repeat, it's 000. Okay, don't miss it. It's 00. It's not O. So you have to copy, or you have to write all this code and copy it and paste it to the torque app advanced setting in order for the application to communicate with your ECU. This code is working for the Toyota Corolla 2004 till Toyota Corolla 2008, and without this code your OBD adapter or the torque app will not be able to connect with your ECU. Now again we can see the torque app, and we can see that the car is stable, the car sign is stable, and it is connected to the ECU already. So there is a setting or information that I want to show you that helps you understand some basic principles or facts about your OBD adapter and the status of your OBD adapter, which is very important for any person to know. So how that is done, let's go to the main screen, and from the main screen I'll show you. You have to slide the menu up. This is the main screen, and you need to rotate it to up and adapter status. Once you click adapter status, here you will see that connection to the adapter and connection to the ECU and Bluetooth connection, everything. So as soon as it gets connected to the ECU, you will see it is connected to the ECU. Yes, it will say yes over there. Now the adapter error count, if there is error in the connection, that can be seen, and there is also the version setting that you can see. It has to be version 1.5. You can see version 1.5. This is very important. Below the adapter manufacturer there is adapter version that should be 1.5, so otherwise it will not work. Okay, I have repeated this information various times in this video that the adapter version should be version 1.5. Before any other version of this adapter is not going to work. Okay, so you don't need to use or set GPS if you are not concerned about the speed, or if you are not concerned about measuring the average using this app, because it can vary from the roads and due to various other reasons. So just forget about these settings, and they are not necessary settings. But if you want to, I'm clicking on the adapter version to make it more visible for you guys. So just try to use this string, and torque app can be downloaded very easily from the internet, and you can use this app and the string to connect to the ECU. In the next section I'll be briefly discussing what are the possible reasons why this connection to the ECU is failed, and what is the reason behind that. So just in maybe 1 minute, I'm going to tell you how to troubleshoot your bad connection, or no connection with the ECU, or if you are unable to connect to the ECU, what can be the possible causes. So let's try to jump to that section. Okay, first of all, we need to remove this OBD tool from the OBD port. So please remember that you need to make sure that the OBD port itself is clean. All the pins are clean and all the connections are proper. The wires are not loose. Everything is neat and fine and working. This is the first place to start with. And once you are done with this section, the next section is going to open the dashboard. So once you are going to open this dashboard, this is the position of the ECU in this model. So let's try to see the dashboard. Over here, you will see these fuse. All of these fuses are very important. So one by one, just pull out the fuse one by one and plug it back again. A fuse is just a connection, okay? So you have to check this. And if any fuse is blown, I don't remember, you can see the manual, maybe it is 16 number or 17 number, but you have to replace the fuse with the right amperage. And in my case, I just tried one by one every fuse, and it just helped me. So the next problem, or the next reason why there is no connection to the ECU is from the outside. So let's go to the outside and see what is the cause. So over here, just next to the battery, you can see this compartment for the fuse, and in this fuse compartment we can clearly see that there are some relays and there are some fuse. So over here there are 4 fuse that you need to look for. So please see clearly. These are 4 fuse. You have to check. If any of the fuse is blown, then still there will be no connection to the ECU. And I hope that if you are going to follow my advice, and if you have seen this video carefully, you will get to know how to connect your OBD tool with your Toyota Corolla 2004 to 2008, and you can easily troubleshoot if it's not connected. That's all from my side. If you have any questions and comments, do let me know. Thank you very much.